Let's head now to the Flag City as Findlay was hosting Southview. The Trojans waste no time getting their bats going. Luke Wyrock knocks a bloop to center field. JJ Mahalik slides home, and it's 3-0 Findlay in just the second frame. The Cougars, though, find some offense in the third. This ball muscled into center, but Wyrock makes a spectacular diving catch of his own. A run still scores on the sac fly, but Southview is on the board. Findlay, though, they were just feeling it at the dish. Alex Gonzalez grounds it to the shortstop. Cougars try to turn two, but it comes to no avail, so Austin Sertel gets one back on fielder's choice. Their advantage then grows to 4 when Jack Rhodes lines one into left. Sertel crosses the dish again, but the best performance of the game came from Ben Best. 11 strikeouts, no walks, as Findlay earns the 5-1 win. Best giving all the credit, though, to the guys behind him.
Our defense did great today. Luke had 2 great catches in center field, and I'll give him all the credit for that. And I trust my defense. I trust them to make the plays, and we've been in situations like this, so the weather wasn't necessarily a factor, and I trusted them to get the plays, and they made the plays in this game. I try to have the same mentality in every start, and that's throw strikes, let my defense do their thing, and trust my catcher behind the plate. That's one of our strengths this year is speed and defense.
Greg Franke and Rick Poland were on the call for this one.
Well, the conditions weren't the best for this game between Findlay and Southview, and normally you would expect that to kind of be a draw because it would affect both teams, but it seemed to affect Southview a lot more than Findlay. In fact, it didn't seem to affect Findlay hardly at all in this game, and Ben Best gets 11 strikeouts and not a single walk, and their fielding is impeccable.
Well, that's what happens when you get some good pitching and some good defense behind you, and the other team just has a hard time moving the ball around. Sure, the conditions were bad, but you have to tip your hat to Findlay. Their pitching and their defense was just outstanding. Yeah, Ben Best just pitched an outstanding game. Luke Wyrock, their great center fielder, bailed him out with a couple of great catches, and that was really all he needed all game long. No, absolutely, and they got some timely hitting. They had 5 runs and 5 hits, so that's making your hits count. And they used small ball. They put the pressure on the Southview defense. And when you do that, a lot of times you come out on top. Such a strange thing. There were almost no ground ball outs. In a game like this, the wind was going out toward left field, and you think if it gets up in the stratosphere, it might carry, and you want to keep the ball down. That didn't happen, but it didn't affect the course of the game for Findlay at all. No. Baseball, as you know, is a game of averages and numbers, and they kind of went against the law of averages today because there was no putouts no ground ball assist by the second baseman, the shortstop, or the third baseman. Anything that they did work out as a putout was in the air. So very, very different. Best had a couple of ground balls back to him, and that was it. Yeah, and 11 strikeouts, no walks. How often do you see that? So in many ways, a very unique game here today. Southview was affected by it, but hey, early in the season that'll happen. Just didn't affect Findlay, and they win it by a score of 5-1.